got something kind of special I'd like to say to all you truck drivers out there who might be listening right now. Also, a truck driver's prayer that I'd like to pass along to you, because I think it's kind of special too. But first, now I got a few things I've been wanting to say to you guys for a long time, and I think right now is a good time to do it. Like, did you know that me and just about everyone in country music who travel a lot have nothing but the highest respect for you, the truck driver? Because it's a fact that some of the best drivers are truck drivers, and the most safety-minded, the most courteous, and the first to stop and help when there's trouble. And little things like blinking signal lights to help someone pass. So you just gotta be good people, like some I've had the pleasure of meeting. Down-to-earth, hard-working family men. And a lot of you like our country music, and that makes you okay in my book. Sounds like I'm blowing smoke, don't it? But I'm not. Because it boils down to this. If everyone would drive like you guys do, there would be a lot less accidents and deaths on the highway. So, truck driver, buddy, you're appreciated more than you'll ever know. And we salute you. Now for the prayer. Now, this truck driver's prayer was sent to me by a truck driver from Oklahoma City. He found it at a truck stop, Mary's Cafe in Cairo, Illinois. Now, this prayer means a lot to him, and I think it will you too. So if you will, give a listen and see if it isn't your prayer too. Dear God above, bless this truck I drive and help me keep someone alive. Be my mortal sight this day on streets where little children play. Bless my helper fast asleep when the night is long and deep, and keep my cargo safe and sound through the hours big and round. Make my judgment sound as steel and be my hands upon the wheel. Bless the traveler going past and teach him not to go so fast. Give me strength for every trip so I may care for what they ship, and make me mindful every mile that life is just a little while. Amen.
I was coming through Maryland the other night with that old Mac smoking, doing all right. With my hand on the wheel, my foot on the floor, running wide open, it wouldn't do no more. I was looking for state men, radar, and a lady hitchhiker. Caught a bunch of trucks in a no passing zone. I was scared to pass, but I wanted to get home. I followed up a hill and around a curve. I didn't see no trooper, and I was getting up nerve. I got in the left lane, scraping gears. I trying to get in front. I got high gear on Mac humming, and I looked up the road and seen one coming. I had her running about 63, and his eye lit up like a Christmas tree. I seen him smile as I went by. He had a two-geared Plymouth that'd get up and fly. I looked in the mirror and he was coming back, and I got on a brake of that smoking Mac, trying to slow down, change my mind, didn't want in front. He pulled me over and he said the grin, and it looked like he done goofed again. I said, Mr. Trooper, if you'll let me alone, I'll crank this Mac and go on home. I'll run slow, stay behind, won't try to pass. He said, you can come on and go with me, and we'll ride on down to the old JP. Bring your driver's license, your billfold, your buddies too. asked the trooper to borrow a dime. He looked at me like I'd lost my mind. He said, you ain't gonna need no phone, you're jailhouse bound. You ain't going home.
I drive a big Freightliner and I make a last payment today. And I drive to all points out of New York City to L.A. Well, the little woman smiles when I pack up to leave her. I'll soon be back, but I just got the fever. She's a believer. I got the Freightliner fever. There's a railroad running by the highway out in Santa Fe. And I passed an old freight train making his run the other day. Merle Haggard said to his fireman so pale, he's a-blowing this freight train off of the rail. He got the fever. Fever. He's got the Freightliner fever. Well, Pierce said, Red, what you carrying in that cigarette pack? I said, I got my second driver and he's gonna drive all the way back. It's a big black pill so long and round. To a driver, it's a West Coast turn around. It's for the fever. Fever. That old Freightliner fever. Well, I passed Dave Dudley up in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And I passed Dale Reeves down in Shreveport, Louisiana. Dick Curtis got a hung on a hill up in Maine. I pulled him on over with my 40-foot chain. He got the fever. Fever. He's got the Freightliner fever. I've been a-passing everything from a Jimmy to a Greyhound bus. I'm gonna spend a few days out on the West Coast to end my run. In old giddy-up go and a little bit of luck, I'm gonna pass Red Simpson in his runaway truck. He's got the fever. Fever. He's got the Freightliner fever. Oh, well, Pierce said, Red, what you carrying in that cigarette pack? I said, I got my second driver and he's gonna drive all the way back. It's a big black pill so long and round. To a driver, it's a West Coast turn around. It's for the fever. Fever. That old Freightliner fever. Oh, out on this road you pass a lot of them old country boys. I seen Carl Smith, Charlie Pride, Ernest Tubb, Bill Monroe, Conway Twitty, Waylon Jennings, seen Dave Dudley, George Jones, Porter Wagner, Bill Anderson, Farron Young, Stonewall Jackson,
Roy. On the Chisholm Trail it was midnight. Carmela was strong on his mind. Because of the life he had chosen, Carmela had left him behind. Too long he'd been El Bandito. Carmela had left him alone. But today someone brought a message. She'd been seen in old San Antonio. Cross the Brazos, said Waco. Ride hard and I'll make it by dawn. Cross the Brazos, said Waco. I'm safe when I reach San Antonio. He glanced back over his shoulder. The posse was nowhere in sight. He'd sent for Carmela to meet him on the banks of the Brazos tonight. She was waiting and he kept the promise he'd made such a long time ago. As he dropped the guns that she hated in the muddy Brazos below. Cross the Brazos, said Waco. Ride hard and I'll make it by dawn. Cross the Brazos, said Waco. I'll walk straight in old San Antonio. Then the night came alive with gunfire. He knew that at last he'd been found. As the ranger's badge showed brightly, El Bandito lay on the ground. Carmela knew he was dying, that all of her dreams were in vain. As she kissed his lips for the last time, she heard him whisper again, cross the Brazos at Waco, ride hard and I'll make it by dawn. Cross the Brazos at Waco, I'm safe when I reach San Antonio. I'm safe when I reach San Antonio.
I was out on the West Coast trying to make a buck, and things didn't work out. I was down on my luck. Got tired of roaming and bumming around, so I started thumbing back east toward my hometown. Made a lot of miles the first 2 days, and I figured I'd be home in a week if my luck held out this way. But the third night I got stranded way out of town at a cold, lonely crossroads. Rain was pouring down. I was hungry and freezing, done caught a chill, when the lights of a big semi topped the hill. Lord, I sure was glad to hear them air brakes come on. And I climbed in that cab where I knew it'd be warm. At the wheel sat a big man. He weighed about 210. He stuck out his hand and said with a grin, Big Joe's the name. I told him mine. And he said the name of my rig is Phantom 309. Well, I asked him why he called his rig such a name. He said, son, this old Mac can put 'em all to shame. There ain't a driver or a rig a-running any line that's seen nothing but taillights from Phantom 309. Well, we rode and talked the better part of the night when the lights of a truck stop came in sight. He said, I'm sorry, son, this is as far as you go, 'cause I gotta make a turn just on up the road. Well, he tossed me a dime as he pulled her in low and said, have yourself a hot cup on old Big Joe. When Joe and his rig roared out into the night, in nothing flat, he was clean out of sight. Well, I went inside and ordered me a cup, told the waiter Big Joe was setting me up. Oh, you could have heard a pin drop. It got deathly quiet, and the waiter's face turned kind of white. Well, did I say something wrong? I said with a halfway grin. He said, no, this happens every now and then. Every driver in here knows Big Joe. But son, let me tell you what happened about 10 years ago. At the crossroads tonight where you flagged him down, there was a busload of kids a-coming from town. And they were right in the middle when Big Joe topped the hill. It could have been slaughter, but he turned his wheels. Well, Joe lost control, went into a skid, and gave his life to save that bunch of kids. And there at that crossroads was the end of a line for Big Joe and Phantom 309. But every now and then, some hiker will come by, and like you, Big Joe will give him a ride. Here, have another cup, and forget about the dime. Keep it as a souvenir from Big Joe and Phantom 309.
I picked you up in Dallas just about a week ago. You were a married woman, but you know I didn't know. Now your man's a burning rubber off a standard stick. We lost him up in Tulsa, but he's catching up quick. This overloaded diesel's hauling too much freight for racing into Memphis with an old 88. I'm hoping and a praying that we'll make Little Rock so you can hop another tractor at the coffee stop. Fort Smith was a ball, I've got to call the whole trip fun. But I think about your her husband and I get a vision of a gun. I don't wanna hire the cemetery boys to dig. Gotta stop this rolling party, try to hide my rig. This overloaded diesel's hauling too much freight for racing into Memphis with an old 88. I'm hoping and a praying that we'll make Little Rock so you can hop another tractor at the coffee stop. I wish you'd have told me I was stealing you away. You'd be waiting tables yet back there in that cafe. Every light in the mirror scares me half to death, and that tailgating fool much more than all the rest. This overloaded diesel's hauling too much freight for racing into Memphis with an old 88. I'm hoping and a praying that we'll make Little Rock so you can hop another tractor at the coffee stop.
Widowmaker, were the words so bright and big, painted across the bumper of a shiny rig. Billy Mack kissed Wanda and then climbed into his rig. Said he'd be back a Tuesday night, let's plan on something big. That big red diesel roared to life, and Bill was L.A. bound. The wheels were humming Wonderland as he rolled out of town. 2000 RPM were showing on the tap, but no one knew this was the last long ride for Billy Mack. Widowmaker, widowmaker, only Bill could understand, was going to make a widow out of pretty Wonderland. And Bill was on that mountain range, where dead ahead a pickup full of kids blocked both the lanes. Bill hit the air, then he felt his trailer slide and sway, and the pickup driver made no move to help him clear the way. He just had time to think of Wanda as he fought the wheel. Then Billy Mack was buried under 20 tons of steel. 1 life for 10 has always been a diesel driver's code. That's why Billy slung that widow maker off the road.
Diesel smoke on danger.
Just checked out on my first run. Found 8-wheelers ain't all fun. Highways that I never rode. Diesel smoke on Danger Road. Got my schedule by my side, and my throttle's open wide. Feeling nervous, heavy load. Diesel smoke on Danger Road. Just this morning, Papa said, get your hide out of that bed. You ain't a man until you've known diesel smoke on Danger Road. Through the pass and down the grade, he should see the time I've made. But there's dangers yet untold, diesel smoke on Danger Road. Jackknifed out on 44, that was when I learned the score. Can't use brakes on ice and snow, diesel smoke on Danger Road. A railroad crossing farther on, found out that my brakes were gone. Yonder as the whistle blows, diesel smoke on Danger Road. If the smoke don't hit the fan, now I might live to be a man. Just 2 miles till I unload, diesel smoke on Danger Road.
Found some letters you wrote me this morning. They told of the love we once knew. Now they're gone, I burned them to ashes. Don't want nothing to remind me of you. Burning bridges behind me, it's too late to turn back now. Burning bridges behind me, all I want is to forget you somehow. Sold the house we once planned together, said goodbye to the folks we once knew. Then I moved to a far away city, tried so hard to forget about you. Burning bridges behind me, it's too late to turn back now.